And welcome to the next episode of MaxAttack, where we rush Riley in the face and we see what happens. We're going to go ahead and go do what looks to be the final stage. And, I don't know, hope for the best. So I'm sure it's going to be whatever the Wily machine looks like this time around. Probably 2 forms, maybe 3, depends on really what this game has to offer. It's going to be a matter of seeing what the new machine looks like, and of course finding its weakness as quickly as possible, hopefully, so we can completely and utterly destroy Dr. Wily. Of course, already it looks like there's more of a stage to this than just him himself. Or maybe this takes me straight to him. I don't really know, honestly. So far, I think this is more of a time killer than anything else, because you really don't do much here. You just kind of enjoy the ride, and every now and then shoot at something. Kind of a boring level. Okay. The thing keeps taking you that way. Maybe I was just supposed to jump off in advance. I don't fucking know. Whatever. So that's a huge Dr. W. So as if you need a reminder where you are. There it is.
Show yourself, Wily! I won't let you get away with all this!
Just try and stop me if you think you can. Piece by piece.
Hi! Oh boy, missiles. Alright, so I can hit you just right in the eyes. And your missiles drop on me, because of course I do. Let's try our weapons. Let's start doing that. Whoops, I used the speed gear and I didn't quite mean to, but that's alright. Blocks, no. Acid. We gotta get the barrier first before we try the acid. Let's try the acid. I didn't quite get to see if that was good or not. Oh god, he rushed across. Bam! Looks like it's pretty good. Did a pretty decent amount of damage there. Ow. Hey, he's got wheels. Or gears or something. I think I ran out of acid. Oh, look at you. Look at you being an asshole. Ow. I ran out of acid, so that's kind of why I'm doing this. Oh boy. Okay. Oh god. Speed gear, we have that. We need to stop forgetting. You know, you think this far in, I would stop forgetting that, but I'm stupid. Hey, look at me getting killed. Sort of. I think we got this. Ha-ha! That can't be it, though. That seemed a bit too easy. I didn't even have to use a can. Yep, Form 2. And let me guess, you disappear, reappear, because that didn't get all the 20 other times this happened. Well, that's not entirely what he's doing. Or, he actually hasn't disappeared yet. He just kind of ran into me, but he rushed me in the face. But we're going to use a can and pretend that didn't happen. So let's try this Form 2 and see what happens here. Okay, he shoots gears, and he's in a gear. Call this the Wily gear, because it's quite literally seems to be what it is. I don't know what this guy's weakness is, but I'm doing a semi-decent job not using what his weakness is. Of course, now he's using something where I can't even fucking hit him. Alright, we need to figure out a weakness, like now. Blocks, no. Acid. Alright, no more barrier for him, that's good. What does this do? That also seems pretty decent. And I ran out. That weapon goes way too quickly. Even if this is good, I probably don't want to use it because shit. I'm going to use a can. Let's use another can. Alright, S Thunder. Let's try Thunder, even though it's going to miss. Oh, it sucks. Alright, balls. Maybe. Can you even hit him when he's like that? I don't know. Balls. Balls. Ball. Ow. Okay. Balls. This isn't what's good, but I hit him for a bit. Yeah, it does 1 damage. That's not it. I'm gonna kill him before I figure out what his fucking weakness is. Yeah, I did 1 damage again. I'm literally going to kill him. So even if this is good on him, I don't know, because he's gonna be dead already. Bam! Form 3?
Give up, Wily.
You leave me no choice. Time for Plan B. Spare me! I'm a helpless old man. Mercy, Mega Man.
Enough! You can't fool me
Okay,
with that.
I was expecting...
Drat. But don't act so kind.
Really?
I didn't lose to you. I lost to my own technology, my double gear. I'm the greatest. I'm a genius.
My, will you never learn from your mistakes?
Alright, so whatever serious tone you were supposed to take from that, it's kind of a joke.
What are you doing here? You plagiarized.
I honestly thought his plan B would
Open your eyes,
actually
Wily.
be something.
Look at Mega Man and tell me what you see.
All I see is the instrument of my downfall.
Mega Man wields
yeah.
tremendous power.
You did
but
get
he
fucked
has the
up.
intelligence to use it wisely.
Just blast him.
He's your
Did you not
vision
learn in
and
Mega Man 7?
If our ideas
So for context, for
and
people who
ideas
don't know,
together,
if people are running into Mega Man for the
Mega
first
Man
time,
would be the result.
spoiler
We
alert, but it's
achieve
kind of a Super Nintendo game, so whatever.
It's not too
In
late, Albert. Atone
Mega
for
Man
your
7,
crimes and join me.
Mega Man is holding
My plans have
his
only
Mega
just
Buster
begun, you fool.
to his face
And I won't stop until I
and
see both of you kneeling
debates
before
like
me in utter
offing
defeat.
him, like period, like just it's done.
Wily!
Like no other games, who just shoots Wily in the face and it's over because he reflects on all the times that they went through the same crap already.
Farewell.
You know, because this is what happens when you
Wily!
bullshit and don't do what needs to be done. You let him get away, and then there's gonna be another game for some reason. But because money. But anyway, you know that's just how it works. But it could have been over right then and there. But he took so long, and then I forget exactly what happens afterwards. But the point is, he didn't do it on the spot, and he could have.
Did you succeed?
All good, Doc. But if you don't mind my saying so, I think it's about time we blow this joint.
And the whole thing of it too is that this is before the whole supposed robots with human thoughts, which is where the X series starts going into story-wise. So why not? But even though they don't flat out say it, they do kind of make Mega Man out to be like, you know, the good guy. So I guess he's got to have some sort of feelings, even though it's kind of silly. That, you know, that, Dr. Wright. Okay, so in here they decided to use the Japanese name instead of Dr. Light. Yeah, I gotta say, a lot of what led up to this point was much harder than that. Like, that was honestly not that bad. Like, I'm glad it wasn't like, funny enough, referencing again Mega Man 7. I think that Wily fight was a pain in the ass. I was honestly expecting, and any old fans of Mega Man would know this, it seemed like he was gonna do the whole appear and disappear act, which he kind of sort of did towards the end. But he was pretty much dead already anyway, and while he's doing that, you can still hit him. And I don't actually know what Form 2's weakness is. It probably is the weapon I didn't even try, but it could have been actually Pile Driver. It could have been Pile Driver or Tundra. I literally didn't get used to use Tundra, and Pile Driver, it was on the last hit, so I don't know. I'll look it up to satisfy my curiosity, but that's looking like this is the end of the journey. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in for these episodes. I know I started at some point saying that this is my first long play, and it's technically not true. I guess you could consider what I did with Corey for Maximum Carnage the first long play, at least on this channel, which I still need to upload the last part of. But once we were done with that session, it was over. Like, we weren't trying to beat that game. This we've gone all the way through, and I use it as an opportunity to finally get off the ground with a Mega Man game right from the start, right from release, given what Mega Man means to me personally. And back when I did videos on the BGC channel, I did 2 different Mega Man games, being the original X and X4. I did a long play with my friend Jeremy. If you do want to check that out, maybe I'll go ahead and link it in the description. Otherwise, you can just look up Video Gaming Hardcore and find it that way. It is multi-part. Of course, back then, I'm sure it doesn't look as good as it does now, years later. All that being said, we kind of just have the credits here, so I'm kind of just, in a way, finding stuff to ramble about. Extra Life is coming up, and I don't know, I might put something on this channel just to kind of maybe like spread the word a little more. Really trying to figure out what I'm even going to do for that. But as far as direct action for this channel, I do think the long play format is going to be something I stick with. I don't know that I necessarily need me on cam, but I want it at the very least for this one because it's Mega Man, and if there was any actual reactions from me, I wanted it to be captured on the camera. But I feel that's more of a streaming thing. I've seen some people do it, but for example, like Game Grumps, which obviously is much bigger than I am, and I do enjoy their content. Like they don't have cam, so yeah, I guess you guys can let me know if there's a preference. I'd probably take it out, but if there is a preference, feel free to let me know. At some point, I am going to put something up with whatever gameplay I capture through continuous playthroughs, and put something together for a more formal written and or probably not and or probably and a written and video review of Mega Man 11 with like updated thoughts, not just kind of what's come out during the playthrough, because that, you know, mixed in with that is the reactions and whatnot. Basically everything that you saw here, something more thought out and a reflection on the game as a whole. So I won't get into that too much since I'm going to go ahead and do that in the future. What the next long play game will be, I do not know. I've got a few ideas, but nothing I'm willing to commit to at this time. So this is kind of neat. You got like all the like enemies going with the credits. Mega Man usually does stuff like this, where it'll show like the previous enemies you fought and possibly like their Wily or Light number, depending on who actually made the robot. The like little enemies. These things used to come when I think it dates even back to the very first game, if I remember correctly. They even used to show like the names of them. The names are completely absent from these things, so like I can still call that thing like Flaming Cock, for example, because, you know, I don't know what to actually call it because it doesn't tell me. You know, outside of the actual main robot masters, I don't know what any of these things are called. You know, Balloon Frog. And even though they tell me the name of that one, I mess it up from time to time. You know, Fuse Man. These are all the regular guys. Like, they tell you this. This is what we wanted when Mighty Number 9 was the thing. In the back of my mind, I kind of knew we weren't going to quite get that, but the idea of it seemed great. It's just everything leading up to it already left a sore taste in everyone's mouths, for sure. And the game itself didn't fix that problem either. So, but that's here nor there. I did a review for that way back when, so if you want to see a version of this that sucks ass, by all means, feel free to check out that as well. But I wouldn't recommend it really to anybody who likes anything of this type that's actually fun. So, I will say, I highly recommend this to really anybody, because if you're curious about Mega Man, you've got all sorts of ways to enter this game difficulty-wise, because you have 2 or easier difficulties than just the normal mode, plus the ability to like buy your way to victory. So there's really no reason not to try. So I would encourage new and or old fans alike to give this a shot. Mega Man gets his welcome home. We get presented by Capcom. This is probably just going to load right back to the title screen, and that's going to be the end of this video. So,
At the rate we're going, we should have all 8 robots back on their feet by dinner time.
Doctor, did you install Mega's double gear system into auto?
I did. I'll remove it later, of course. Just as soon as auto's done working.
So this is why you came all the way to the
that kind of sort of...
Yes. We were able to recover all their primary components, so they should be just like new. It would be a shame to let their talents go to waste when there's still so much good they can do.
So, hold on a second.
Mega?
Let's get real for a second here.
Otto, you're slowing down. Why don't you pick up the pace?
If I go any faster, you'll be picking up my pieces.
Yeah. About that. That's actually what I was going to talk about, and that's being looked at as a funny moment. He's kind of a silly character, so yeah, sure, I get it. But, that's kind of fucked up. So, let's get this straight, right? As some people have put it, Dr. Light's kind of a dick to Dr. Wily, and that's why this happened. You know, rejected idea and all that, jealousy, and that's how we get to this point. And even with Mega Man, he's like, I don't want to install it because it could hurt you, but Mega Man's willing to do what it takes, so he does it. And now everything's peaceful, but hey, let's keep using it because we want to have robots work as slaves in the laboratory. Anyway, I'm done with this. I've already babbled on for too long about this. So I will catch you guys the next time on the next episode of Max Attack. Take care.